fiance isn't religious and has no interest in joining her church. He doesn't intend on his children becoming Christian either. Will this marriage even work?
If you're a Christian and you're intending to marry someone who doesn't believe in your God, then I'm concerned. Not about the person you wish to marry, but about you. There's a very important reason why God commanded his people, once they had settled among the Gentiles, to never allow their sons to marry Gentile women or their daughters to marry Gentile men. And he stated the reason clearly: for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 4. It's just like what Paul said, that evil communications corrupt good manners. Read 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. And that famous verse that we shouldn't be unequally yoked together with unbelievers in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 14 to 15. They are more likely to win you to their side. And even if, let's say, you're very strong in your own beliefs, you won't imagine the kind of friction that will exist in your home with the Jacob and Esau narrative, right? Two opposite nations, two opposing spirits living in the same space.
But what if this person really loves her? Like, do you think that she shouldn't marry someone who is like head over heels in love with her, but the problem is that they're not a Christian or religious?
If you're actually deeply considering marrying someone who isn't a Christian, then you gotta come to terms with Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? If you go ahead with that, your marriage will look like the one of Moses and Zipporah in the Bible. God gave a very big mission to Moses to deliver the Israelites from Egyptian bondage. And a man like that would need a wife to support him on that journey and even to raise children who will succeed him. However, his wife Zipporah was not on the same page at all and had refused to follow the laws of God to circumcise the child she had with Moses in Exodus chapter 4, verses 24 to 26. It was only when God was to kill Moses that she did it with anger and disrespect. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think that marriage with an irreligious person is better than no marriage at all because, you still have a companion and there are children. But that should be like your very, very, very last resort, and you should be prepared for the consequences.